friends, Romans, and countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. The evil that men do lives after them, but the good is often interred with their bones. So let it be with Caesar. The noble Brutus had told you Caesar was ambitious. If it was so, it was a grievous fault, and grievously had Caesar answered it. And now, with the leave of Brutus and the rest, for Brutus is an honorable man, and so are they all honorable men. Come I to speak in Caesar's funeral. He was my friend, faithful and just to me. But Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. He had brought many captives home to Rome, whose ransoms did the general coffers fill. Did this in Caesar seem ambitious? When that the poor have cried, Caesar had swept. Ambition should be made of sterner stuff, yet Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. O judgment, thou art fled to the brutish beast. Bear with me, my heart is in the coffin there with Caesar, and I must pause till it come back to me.
The quality of mercy is not strained. It droppeth as gentle rain from heaven upon the place beneath. It is twice blessed. It blesseth him that gives and him that takes. It is mightiest in the mightiest. It becomes the throned monarch, better than his crown. His scepter shows the force of temporal power, the attribute to awe and majesty wherein doth sits the dread and fear of kings. But mercy is above his sceptred sway. It is enthroned in the hearts of kings. It is an attribute to God himself. When mercy seasons justice, therefore Jew. Though justice be thy plea, consider this, that in the course of justice, none of us should see salvation. We do pray for mercy, the same prayer that teaches all to render the deeds of mercy. Have spoken thus much to mitigate the justice of thy plea. But if thou follow, the strict court of Venice must needs give sentence against the merchant there.
The meaning of life itself. His famous soliloquy, to be or not to be, captures the essence of his extensional dilemma. His journey is one of self-discovery, as he grapples with the weight of his actions and the consequences of inaction. Here we have Hamlet from the play Hamlet.
To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether this nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of the outrageous fortune, or to take up arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing, end them, to die, to sleep no more, and by a sleep to say we end the heartaches and the 1,000 natural shocks the flesh is heir to. This a consummation devotedly to be wished, to die, to sleep, perchance to dream. I dare to rub, for in that sleep of death, what dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil must give us pause. There's the respect that makes the calamity of so long life. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time? The oppressed is wrong, the proud man's contumely, the pangs of despised love, the lost delay, the insolence of office, and the spurns that patient merit of the unworthy take, when he himself might as quietus make with a barbotkin. Who would fuddles bear to grunt and sweat under a weary life? But that, the dread of something after death, the undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveler returns, puzzles the will, and rather makes us carry those ills that we have, than to fly to others that we know not of. Thus, conscience doth make cowards of us all, and thus the native hue of resolution is sicklied over with a pale cast of thought, and enterprises of great pith and movement. With this regard, their currents turn awry, and they lose the name of action. Thank you.
Alexander, yet forced by her father to marry Demetrius, she refuses to submit to the rules of Athens. Bold and fearless, her determination to follow her heart drives much of the play's conflict. Her journey is one of love, loyalty, and personal freedom as she navigates the magical and chaotic world of the forest. Here we have with us one of the great characters, Hermia from the Midsummer Night's Dream.
Never so weary, never so in awe, bedabbled by the dew and torn with barriers, I can no further crawl, no further go. Here will I rest me till the break of day. Heaven's shield is sonder if they mean a fray. My good Lysander, I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, by the best arrow with the golden head, by the simplicity of Venus' doves, and by that which knitted souls and prosperous loves, and by that fire which burned the Carthage queen when the false Trojan under the sail was seen, by all the woes men ever broke, by number more than women ever spoke. Thou hast appointed me in that same place. Tomorrow will I truly meet with thee.
Unlike the other characters who embrace the freedom of the forest of Adrian, he revels in his own cynicism, often reflecting on the absurdity of human condition. His famous speech on the 7 ages of man is a poignant commentary on life's inevitable stages, revealing his deep, yet often humorous, contemplation of existence. It is none other, the melancholic philosopher J.Q.'s from the play As You Like It.
All the world is a stage, and all men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his life plays many parts, his acts being 7 ages. At first, the infant, mewling and puking in the nurse's arms, and then the whining schoolboy, with his satchel and shining morning face, creeping like snail, unwillingly to school. And then the lover, sighing like furnace, made to his mistress's eyebrow. Then the soldier, full of strange oaths and made to his mistress's eyebrow. And then the justice in fair round belly, with good cap on lint, eyes severe, and beard of formal cut. Then he plays his part, and the 6th age shifts his 6th age shifts, then his youthful horse, and well saved a world too wide. His shrink shank and big manly voice turning against toward childishness. And towards the end of it all, is second childishness and mere oblivion. Sans teeth, sans eyes, sans taste, sans everything.
Hamlet's existential struggle, Hermia's fight for love and freedom, and Portia's brilliance and courage all remind us that whether driven by duty, desire, or self discovery, we are all defined by our choices, our flaws, and our search for meaning. Shakespeare's characters are not just figures of their time, they are timeless reflections of the passions, contradictions, and struggles we continue to face today. Thank you for your patience and time. Have a great day.